Hi, I'm Pat Baer, and this is Pat Baer's Anime Club, an ongoing video series about anime. It's my excuse to talk about the thing that I really like, the medium of anime. And you may have seen the title of this, you may know what's coming. I do this every quarter. I started doing this a few years ago, where every time there is new anime out, or a new season has begun, I should say, I talk about all of the Isekai that is out for that season. And this time around, there are 14 2026 summer Isekai, if you can believe it. And so I am going to go through them, all 14, and tell you if I'm going to be watching it, if I might end up watching it, or if I know I'm not going to be watching it at all. We have some returners. We got some season 2s and 3s sprinkled out throughout this, and also some continuations. Now, AnyChart, which I normally get my list from, they only listed 12. They have, 13? Yeah, they have 13. One of which I didn't include because I don't think that Last Stand, you know what? Let me find the full title. My apologies. I'm going to do this live right here. I am going to find the name of this show, the full name of the show. I became a legend after my 10-year-long Last Stand. I don't consider that to be an isekai. It is listed as an isekai on AnyChart, but I think they're wrong. I do not think that's an isekai. Previously, there's been shows that I think are isekais, and I've included them that weren't always included. It happens. There are also 2 shows that are continuations there. They're not like a second core. They're just continuing from last season. Those didn't get included on their list. I'm including them because they are isekai, and they're airing right now. So there you go. If you saw 13 on AnyChart's list and you're like, where'd you come up with the last one? I, in fact, came up with 2 they didn't include and 1 that I don't think counts. Last Stand, if you're unfamiliar, a character goes into the demon realm with his compatriots to fight the demon lord, and he sends everybody back, and he takes his last stand there because someone has to stay behind. And then he comes back 10 years later, and he's younger, and he uses a different identity, and then adventures happen. To me, that's not an isekai. If it was the 10 years where he was just in the demon realm, maybe, or yeah, sure. But it's not. It's a post-isekai at best. So I didn't include it in this. Let's get into the list here because I got a lot to talk about. Let's start with, in the yes, Skeleton Knight in Another World Season 2. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this one. I really like the first season. Now, is it a bummer that often in season 1, the skeletal armor, the armor our skeleton is wearing, is CGI and everything else is digital? And, well, sometimes the monsters are digital. Sometimes the monsters are digital, and then they're CGI when the CGI person is fighting them. It's rough. I hope this season it's all digital. I don't know. But I think the characters are really fun. I know what happens in this season, or at least some of what will happen, because there's way farther along in the manga. Some cool characters, great introductions of some big events, and just more fun with our skeleton or isekai man who is a skeleton man who also has a fun companion, as you can see there, little fun friend. Good times. So yeah, going to keep watching that one. I'm also going to be watching The Forsaken Satis. The Forsaken Satis. I'm messing up the end there. I'm going to keep going. Well, this is just what this video is like. Sorry. The Forsaken Saintess and her foodie road trip in another world. Forsaken Saintess. I want to drop the N in Saintess and just say Satis. It's not the Forsaken Sadist. It's the Forsaken Saintess. And her foodie road trip in another world is, hey, it tells you what it is on the tin. Our main character gets isekai'd. They're like, okay, what skill did you get? And she goes, RV? And then we're like, get out of here. We don't know what that is. It's probably bad. You think they would have tried to find out what it was. Yeah, our character can summon an RV. And it's full of ingredients that never go bad and get replenished, and water. It can be invisible. She can summon it anywhere. She can load it with things and then desummon it and then bring it back, and the things are in there. At dungeon exploration, which is what they wanted her for, it would have been perfect. But instead, they're like, I don't know what that is. That's a dud. And so she's just banished and going on a road trip, eating food. Pretty quickly, she meets a cool dude, a cool demon dude, and his party. And most of it is them just hiring her to like help out and do food and just being chill and making great meals for a couple and their friends. And it's very, very relaxing. This one I'm very excited about. I really enjoy the manga. I look forward to the anime. It's capital C cozy. So A+ from your friend Pat. I will be continuing to watch That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 4. Season 4 continues. They did the thing I didn't think they were going to do in season 4 Part 1 or Core 1. A character died that I was like, how are they going to do this? And they just did it, which is interesting because of her age. Anyway, that's as much spoiler as I can give. More good times. There was an episode that came out the day I'm recording this that I'm going to watch, and I know where it is from reading the manga. This season, depending on when because apparently it's a 5 core. Season 4 is 5 parts. We don't know if the third part is going to air and it's just going to be continuous this year, or if they're going to take a long break. They might catch up with the manga. In fact, I think they will, because the manga has been taking breaks here and there. They might catch up with the manga, and then it'll just be the light novel. I don't know, which is fine. Some stuff just happened. Some big stuff just happened in the manga that I don't think we'll see in this core, but we might. Anyway, it's great. I'm going to keep watching it. I'm also going to keep watching with the second season here of Trapped in a Dating Sim. The World of Otome is... Trapped in a Dating Sim. The World of Otome Games is Tough for Mobs, Season 2. This shit is awesome. I love it. Our character is just so unhappy he's isekai'd. He is in a game world that he hated playing the game. He knows the game front and back. He hated playing it, and he did it for his sister. She had something over him, so he was compelled to do it. He died. He's in that world. It is a world where men are the lowest caste, and he's just trying to survive and live well. He's doing very well for himself. He's very overpowered and strong. He has a cool mech. It was very fun, and this is our mech show of the season, and it was very cool last time. So I'm looking forward to more of this. I have not read this manga, so I do not know where the story is going, and I'm excited to find out. And I'm also excited to see where we go, because I don't read the manga for Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. Season 4 continues. The music stuff's already happened. The man with the trumpet there, who has been in the background the entire show. Up until now, he has never spoken or been included. He can kind of disappear, and so he has just been in the background. And it's been great. He's been in the opening, closing themes consistently, and it was like, wait, who's that guy? And now we know who that guy is. The first half of the season was fantastic with the music festival. That was really great, and we got to see some minor characters get to do some fun stuff. And Iruma is all grown up and doing some cool shit, and it's been very fun to see him thrive. And then I'm imagining that this half, we got some hints at there's going to be some drama, and I imagine that drama is a-coming. And I can't wait for it. This and That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime both started last season, and they're double cores. Again, Slime is 5 cores apparently, but at the very least, this is the second core, and the second core of Iruma-kun. The only comedy that gets so many goddamn episodes. It's an action comedy, but it's still at its heart just a comedy, and I'm so glad that there's more of it. Those are all the shows that I'm going to definitely be watching. Now, what about the shows I might be watching? I might be watching From Overshadowed to Overpowered, second reincarnation of a talentless sage. Our main character died. He got reincarnated, and he was like, hell yeah, I'm going to study magic, and I'm going to be awesome. He studies magic his entire adult life. He dedicates his entire life to becoming the best. He finds out late in life that he could have been stronger. His body was not attuned for magic. So he has all the knowledge, but he never really hit the heights he could have because his body wasn't ready for it. He dies, and then he is reincarnated 100 years later. That's right. So it is an isekai, but it also is a reincarnation story, a double reincarnation. Now he has a body built for magic and the knowledge of magic, and also magic in the time he's been dead has regressed. So it's time for him to step up and be awesome with a variety of ladies. I don't know if I'm going to watch this one. There's so much good stuff this season. There's so many good shows that aren't isekai. I don't know if this is going to be one of the shows I end up watching. So, meh, I don't know. That's why it's in the maybe. I don't dislike it, but I don't know if I'm going to find room for it. And I can say the same thing about the second season of Hell Mode. Hell Mode, the hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing season 2. It's just more of Hell Mode. I like Hell Mode just fine. It is, our character would be overpowered in any other world except the one he's in. He picked the hardest difficulty, the Hell Mode balance, so he's having to work harder than anyone else, and things are starting to hit the fan, but he's got good friends and good family, and then things can go from there, and we'll see how they go from there. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't think season 2 we are going to find the big mech, the big golem mech, which would be awesome if we did, but I don't think we're going to get there. So it's only so good. And I might not get to it. I don't even know if I'm getting High Dive this season or when my subscription goes up. I don't know if I'm renewing. It's going to be in High Dive, so I have to kind of figure that out. If there's something I definitely want to watch that's on High Dive, then I'll get it. So then I might watch this show. I also might get to Heroine, Saint. No, I'm an all works made and proud of it. Which is, it tells you what the story is. This tells you everything you need to know. Our character got isekai'd, but they don't really understand that. They understand that this is some sort of fantasy world. They do not know that this is an otome game or an RPG or something to that effect, and they are the main character of the world. They don't know that. What they do know is the mother that raised them raised her to be a maid. And she is incredibly talented, which makes her, because she is the heroine or the saintess, she is the best maid in the world. And then shenanigans happen. And I dropped this manga because it was like, at a certain point, girl, you got to believe people when they tell you that you're incredible. And she doesn't. I love the idea that she's just like, nope, I'm a maid. I appreciate that part. The part where she doesn't believe people is, come on, that's just so much that it's not fun, in my opinion. This show could be great, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. It's not a priority. This next show, I will not finish. I can tell you right now, I am not going to finish Saga of Tanya the Evil, Season 2. That's right, it's fucking back. After there was a movie, and of course the first season was years ago, Tanya returns. I did not like this show when it aired. I was not looking for this edgelord little girl who is a grown man fighting fate and this other world and being unbelievable, being so extremely fascist in already a fascist regime. And that's our main character and our hero, and we are supposed to root for her, and I just don't want to root for Tanya. I know that Tanya has also existed in Isekai Quartet and has been there, so we've seen Tanya in amongst stuff. And it is a popular character, and I'm sure people will be watching this anime very excited about it. People that watch this, they're anticipating this. People that have come to watch that other show, or the first season years later. I'm gonna look. The maybe for here is I might watch half of it. I'm gonna watch at least the first episode because I kind of want to know, but I'm not super into it. I also might watch some of, at the end of our maybe, is The World's Strongest Rear Guard. This animation looked really bad. I like this manga. I gave up on it, but I gave up on it after so many chapters that I'm sure we'll be nowhere near it by the time I get there. Our main dude died along with a bunch of people. and his company. And you think, well, in this world where there are labyrinths and dungeons and people get isekai'd and plop there and kind of get assigned to go work there, that he would be able to stick together with people he knows from work. But that doesn't happen. He gets a skill called rear guard that people are like, oh, that's not really a thing that people care about. So he gets abandoned, and he ends up picking up people along the way who also have some who are isekai, some who are not, who have interesting skills and unique skills, because being a rear guard is support, and he is phenomenal at being support. It is the skill set that he learned in his regular life, his previous life, his day job. He excels at being a manager from the back line and telling people what to do and supporting them, and his skills allow some people to flourish in ways they couldn't before. It's fine. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. And also, as I said, I watched the PV of this and I was like, oof, this looks like it has no budget. It looked like a slideshow. So, meh. I don't know if I'll get to it. I might not get to it at all. I might stop after the first couple episodes if the animation is really bothering me. I don't know. But that's why it's in the maybe. And now, the things I know I won't watch. We start with an OVA that is just one episode. It is a special, and it is Banana-Ya, 10th anniversary. That's right. It's the 10th anniversary of Banana-Ya, if you can believe it. The show about cats who are also bananas. And our main character in the show is Isekai. That's why it's on this list. It is a regular cat that gets summoned into the world and is now also a banana cat and does not know what's going on. And it is a special, and I don't think I'm going to watch it because I've never watched any of Banana-Ya. So I don't think I am going to watch Banana-Ya because I haven't ever watched it. There is a cat in here that has cool sunglasses, and that does make me interested because I know myself pretty well. I am looking at that. There's a pirate cat. There's a cowboy cat. There are two different unicorn cat. I'm not going to watch this, but I am tempted. There's a mad scientist cat and an emo cat and a baby cat. A comb-over cat. Oh, do I have to... This is in the maybe pile. It depends on how long this special is. I might watch it. They're all just in... Yeah, okay, this is in the maybe. I'm for my own notes, which means nothing to you. I'm moving Banana at home party, which again is the Banana 10th anniversary, which is called at home party. I am moving that to the maybes. So now I have more maybes than anything else. Anyway, I can tell you for damn sure I'm not watching season 3 of Jobless Reincarnation. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. The line I will give, that I give every time when I talk about the show is, it is the most gorgeous looking isekai that I will never watch because Rudius fucking sucks. I hate this. I hate the main character so much. If you stopped watching ReZero because of Subaru, hey, yeah, this shit does not get better. Ooh, actually, is ReZero done, or are they doing more ReZero? I just realized I don't know that. Oh my god. I now have to check to see if there was another one that I missed out on. I think ReZero... Okay, yeah, 19 episodes aired. That's right. It was a long season. That's what it was. It's not continuing. It was just a long season. Okay. It started early. That's right. Whew. Okay. And in fact, the first episode aired like in November in Japan. And then, obviously the rest of it came out. Anyway, sorry. I just had a freak out there thinking maybe ReZero was continuing, and I had missed it. Jobless Reincarnation Season 3. I'm not going to watch it. I don't like this show. It's gorgeous looking. They put a ton of effort into it. Rudius sucks, and I hate him. The point I was making. If you thought Subaru from ReZero sucked, get a load of this fucking guy. I hate him. I'm not interested in it. I think the magic system is cool. I think the art looks really great. But no, I'm good. I'm not into it. Red River. So Red River is based on a manga that aired from was published from 1995 until 2002. And the art feels very early 90s. It's obviously 95 is mid-90s, but it feels very early 90s and looks kind of gorgeous in an old school way. And you wouldn't know that from the art. I watched the PV of this. A girl is really excited about like kissing her boyfriend. Like that's the thing she's excited about. And then she gets dragged into a different time and place, a magical version of the past. And there's a bunch of men, and it is a reverse harem show. And she's got to do her fucking best. And there's something about the fact that they never made an anime of this, and that the probably most striking thing would be to do an anime that kind of captured that art, and this doesn't. It doesn't look particularly great. And I was like, I just have no interest in. I just have no interest in Red River at all. There's nothing about it that makes me go, yeah, I want to watch this. Like, not at all. I also know, and it's also art reasons that I know I am not going to be watching. The Exiled Heavy Knight knows how to game the system. So this is an isekai, obviously. A guy finds out his class is Heavy Knight, which everyone thinks sucks, so he gets disowned, and then he wakes up to remember that he was isekai. And in fact, he knows everything about this game world. This is an RPG world, and Heavy Knight, yeah, it's unbalanced, but it's unbalanced, but also you can be unbalanced in your favor, and he knows the tricks to get great. So one of the best parts about this manga is the art style, which you wouldn't know from this image. This image does not tell you that this art style looks incredible. It's grotesque. The monsters in the show are viscerally unappealing and awful to look at in a great way. And that is not going to be conveyed. So the only thing left is the story, which is pants. It's not good. It's not a good story. The art is what kept me going when I was reading the manga, and we ain't getting that here. So I'm not interested in it. Again, like the best part of it just isn't there. So I'm good. I'm good on it. I don't have to watch that. I'm still going to be watching 5 isekai for sure, and as many as 3 or 4 more beyond that, probably. So this one's an easy no for me. And that's going to do it there. All 12 summer 2026 isekai. I'm excited to watch a lot of these. There are some that I know I won't watch. I just know that. If you have ideas for future episodes of Pat Baer's Anime Club, please let me know in the comments below. And if you are going to be watching any of these isekai, let me know what you're going to be checking out. I will be doing my recommendations in a couple weeks. I'm going to do at least one video in between this and that to give more time to watch the shows, because at present recording, I've watched only a couple shows. I might even do 2 episodes in between to give more time to actually watch them, because my season wrap-up, season preview came out a little earlier than other times a year. It just happens that way. So I might give myself even more time to recommend some things this season to find out what I'm liking and get a couple episodes in before I recommend it. I'll see. But at the very least, I know the next episode will be something that's not that. I won't tell you exactly what it is. But this is a video that I have been wanting to make for a while, and now I get to make it. So I look forward to making that in 2 weeks after this goes live. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend if they are also into Isekai, or if they're thinking about getting Isekai and want to start with the show this season. I can recommend something for them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.